Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. Welcome to your reading for December 12th through the 18th. I have to tell you that that full moon that we had last week that was conjunct Mars retrograde in your sign was a doozy for you because everybody else seems to pretty much move through the energy. You got the card of the storm, which I'm hoping that they're going to give us information on how you can move forward from here. So far, so good. I'm liking it. It's just kind of some tough stuff here. While I'm getting these cards out, I do want to remind you that your 2023 sneak peek video is done, and I will put it up here at the end. Wow, actually, this is really good cards. Okay, so maybe this is finally the storm is clearing out. I almost feel like it cleared out. The storm, very clarifying, right? It's very clarifying energy. It sweeps away the debris. It clears misconceptions out. It was like a very powerful thunderstorm kind of energy, that one was. And I think that you will find that it altered some things in your life that needed to be altered. But I have to say, I think you were at a decision point, and you're going to make it just fine. You're going to know what to do. So here, overall energy, we have the card of balance. We've got this little girl collecting the eggs. This is, to me, it feels like Six of Pentacles energy. It's the child, though. So it's a new beginning. It's new opportunities. It's new things coming in. It's very grounding. It's very soft. It's very gentle. It's receiving what you need. Receiving what you need in the aftermath of what looks like a very difficult energy. The key to the situation is the heart space. I think you feel lucky. I think something was revealed to you in the light of that moon that where you were like, okay, no, I'm done with that. Because the obstacle has been this making the choice, making the decision, the path. Which path do I take? And I actually feel like if you are very loyal to your heart and what you're feeling, this dog of loyalty is the action to take, you're going to know which direction to go in. You're going to know which path to take. And so I think it's about where are you getting what you need? So whether this is a job or a relationship, ooh, it's really hard to tell. I'm looking here and I can't really tell if it's a job or relationship that we're looking at here. So because the sun is in your 7th house of partnership, it could be a business arrangement. It feels one-on-one. So whether this is a relationship or partnership that you're in that's business or personal, that's where it feels like you're making this big choice or the decision. What is loyal to me? What is loyal to me? Where do my loyalties lie, and where does everyone else's loyalties lie? Loyalty is a very big litmus test for you to use this week to discern and decide, where do I get what I need? But it's not aggressively get it. It's like it should be easy. It should be, you ask for the raise and you get the raise because you've done the work to deserve it. This is the partner who says they're going to do something and then actually follows through and does it, and you don't have to keep hounding them. Pardon the pun, little doggy. There's this energy of, friendship and partnership that's in balance and in harmony, and there should be an ease in whatever it is. If it's not easy, then it's time to make the hard choice and go return to what is of value to you. Where does your integrity lie? Where is your value system? I almost feel like you got pulled off in another direction that doesn't really suit you, because in the heart space, this is such interesting energy. You've got, in the area of anxiety, you've got the clever person, the fox, strategizing. How do I take care of myself? How do I get what I need? What's in it for me kind of energy. And I think that's what's been causing all the problems, is somebody is very centered and focused on what they need and not on giving and receiving in balance. not on loyalty and what's good for the community at large. Now, because the moon is here in the area to transform and it's a full moon, I really think that full moon clarified some stuff. But there is a need to remember. Wow, my throat's closing up on this. Hold on. You gotta have to be really honest with yourself. What we do is often reflected back to us. Okay? So, if we're a doormat, then we find people who will wipe their feet on us. If we're super aggressive, then we find the submissive doormats. If we're clever and always functioning on what we need, we're going to find either someone who's also functioning and only thinking about themselves, or so that's the reflective energy, or we come in as the teacher and somebody's like too giving and they're like, wait, I'm turning my back and I'm walking away from that. That's not what I want. That doesn't reflect who I am. So this mirroring situation that comes in, because you can see the moonlight's being mirrored in the calm waters. And you can see that there are storm clouds that are clearing up here. And so I think after the storm came through, and again, here we see the clouds are clearing up and the water's calming down. I think after the storm clears, the emotional storm feels very emotional. The moment of clarity starts seeping in around the edges where we go, whoa, how and what did I do that got me in this situation? Was I true to what is of value to me? Did I let myself get pulled down the wrong path? Did I turn a blind eye? Did I make choices that were not in the best and the highest good of all? Was I in my integrity? Like, we have to ask ourselves all the questions, because we're never always the victim and we're never always the aggressor. And so it's important to see exactly all the different shades of gray, especially in the moonlight. There's lots of shadow. This feels like shadow work. You're going to have to go in and do the hard shadow work. This energy is clearing out. You've been in this period of integration. By the time the sun gets back into your sign in June, Gemini, you're going to be really starting to move forward. But in order to do that, you have to do this kind of work right now, the integration of your shadow and your light. Where do you shine? What works for you? What doesn't work for you? What do you have to face up to? What do you have to say you're sorry for? What do you have to change the way you're doing? What are you willing to accept from others, and what are you not? Like, that's a bridge too far there, dude. Right? And so that's the energy that's coming through this week. So you're being asked to really focus on healing. So whether you're healing financially or emotionally or spiritually or psychologically, there's a healing energy here. Physically, did I say that? So there's some kind of a healing in the resources. And so our resources, though, they're how we feel, they're what we have. There are skills, our talents. Gemini, sometimes you say things and then you have to, in order to heal the situation, maybe you need to walk something back a little bit. But not if it was your truth. Maybe walk back how you said it, but not what you said. And so again, it's the shades of gray, it's the shadow energy. You're being asked this week to go home to yourself, to take the hard journey, to take the hard look, and to move, to overcome obstacles, to come back to where you feel abundant in the heart space, where you feel productive, where you feel like something has the potential to grow into something special again. Whether this is inside of a relationship or inside of a partnership, but it's definitely within you. Like, you have to, I think, do the inside work before you can even deal with what's going on around you. Because unless you do the shadow work and really look at yourself and see what is of value to you and what are your values and what is your part that you played in where you are right now, until you do the deep dive in the assessment and the hard lift of going back to, well, what is authentically me? Who am I authentically, and what is of value to me, and where's my loyalty to my integrity and my value system? So anchoring in the deep dive, the wisdom, the search on the inside for the knowledge, because you have the salmon, but they're going home. It's not easy. This is hard work, and it's in the heart space. And so this is the big heavy lift, and going into your intuition to really sort out where it is where you are. So whatever happened, it didn't happen to you, it happened for you, because you have the card of luck. And I think because this is here in the key of the situation, recognizing that what happened was actually an opportunity to get back on the right path. We're never off our path, but sometimes the journey is a little scenic. It has some twists and turns that, we wish we wouldn't have had to take, but maybe we just needed to learn that lesson. But now I'd like to go back to my original soul plan, my original, what I was planning to do when I got here. Okay, I learned something in that, what feels like a very divinely guided detour down some difficult path. How do I get back onto what makes me feel comfortable inside of my own skin, is what it feels like. So yeah, all right. That moon, when it is in Leo, the first couple of days of this week, Monday and Tuesday, that moon is trining the sun, and it's in the area of choice and decision making for you. So this is this card of the paths, which is difficult. But you have the sacred contracts with inner strength. They're abdominal muscles. Do fish have abdominal muscles? They must, because how in the heck do they leap up waterfalls, right? That's inner strength. You have the card of inner strength and soul contracts, sacred contracts. And the sacred contract with a salmon is always they return home to spawn, to create a new beginning. They have to come back home to themselves. And it takes a lot of work to get there. You're being asked to make choices and decisions that allow you to go back home to yourself. Go back home to yourself, regroup, set new goals, set new intentions, figure out what you're doing next. This could be in a very practical manner, like you no longer work for a company, or you're no longer in that relationship. Something about it wasn't in alignment with your personal core values. And that's something to keep in mind when you take the next job. Sometimes we're out of work and we take any job, right? And it's easier to find a job when you have a job. So if you're taking that in-between job just to stage yourself, just so that you don't get any worse off than you already are, that's fine. But while you're there, you should be working toward the job that's more in alignment with who you are, your skill set, your goals, your dreams, your desires for yourself, right? The same thing with a relationship that happens so often is we come out of a relationship, though, this is different. This is different because the in-between relationship is often with someone who's just like the other person we were just with, and that does not help us. That in-between relationship where you stage yourself for the next relationship, that shouldn't be with another person. That should be with yourself. So while it's okay to take a temporary job to financially stabilize yourself, you don't take a temporary relationship to emotionally stabilize yourself. That's when you have to do this. Go back home to yourself first before you can start over and begin the journey again. You have to cycle back to yourself. It's not the same. And how many people do you know? They leap from relationship to relationship and they never stay happy very long. They think they feel happy right now because, well, they feel better than they did when they're in the crap relationship, but they kind of suck all the energy out of the other person and then they're unhappy again. Because they didn't, and maybe you didn't, take the breather, go back home to yourself, reevaluate what is really of value to you, what is important to you in a relationship. The more you know about yourself, the more you can figure out how to create balance. So, financially, if it's a job situation, take the next job. But when you're looking, but keep looking for that long-term one that really satisfies you on a soul level. But if they're talking about a relationship here, there's a space and a time, and I don't mean 3 weeks. You can't do a lot of soul searching in 3 weeks. You really can't. A rule of thumb, however many years the relationship was, you pretty much need a month to do a little soul searching. So if you were in a 7-year relationship, give yourself 7 months. If you were in a 10-year relationship, give yourself the whole year. What the heck? Take the bonus couple of months. It's probably good for you, right? And so there's really a need to pause and breathe and sort through what it is that you want. The card of independence. When that moon is in Leo, you have the card of the cat. This is about being independent. Claim your independence, and the frog spirit, clear out the clutter. This is about clearing out the emotional clutter when it's the frog. You may need to clear out, if you physically clear a drawer or a closet, that helps you move energy, which does help with the emotional. So don't think you don't have to do that, because sometimes that's very helpful. But claim your independence. Clear out the clutter. Clear out the debris in whatever is holding you back from having the kind of abundance in your life that you deserve. Abundant financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically. It all plays out and it all works together. And it comes down to, what do you value about yourself? And so that time of reflection is now. Take the time to reflect. This dog is looking to the past. He's looking back at the choices that were made, but he's looking, okay, he's facing that way, but he's giving me, he's like looking right at us like, why did I do that? And the more self-aware, self-knowledge, self-exploration you do, the stronger you are. That's that inner strength that you're going to be developing. And it's not easy and it's not fun. It's just necessary. That's where the growth comes. That was a rough full moon. But I think it allowed you to discover something really important that you needed to know. And with Mars retrograding in your sign, Mars is asking you to slow down and take a look. And Mars doesn't station direct until the 13th of January. So really, when I say 3 weeks, that's 3 weeks to start really doing the deep dive, because things are slow. But that doesn't complete the healing process. But you are supposed to be focusing on the healing. Focus on the healing. And trust in the magic. That moon, when it's in Virgo, that is healing energy. That is the energy of creating balance within ourselves. That is also, Mercury also rules Virgo. So it's like sister energy. And so this is the grounded, steady, that's the clearing of physical clutter. It's a good time. It's a good time to begin something to make a change in your health, but that's slow, because Mars in your sign wants you to move slow. So maybe yoga, maybe stretching, maybe just get up every morning and you just sit and you stretch for a few minutes before you start your day. You're going to ease into the healing and the recovery, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, or financially. I don't think this is financial. I think there may be financial implications, but the healing that needs to happen, this is something really deep inside of you that if you can do the deep dive and the hard work right now, everything else falls into place in the future. When we're abundant in one area of our life, when we're truly abundant, we're abundant in all the areas of our lives. Thank you. I was saying that wrong. So trust in the magic. Spirit wants you to know they got your back. You are protected through this process, but you're also asked to be protective of your own energy. Protect your right to this space. Claim this space for healing for yourself. Don't let other people crowd you out. So that moon, when it gets into the fellow air sign of Libra over the weekend, has some really nice energy in which to focus on ourselves. Really does. I literally wrote here, a good day to focus on your individual goals, agendas and purposes. Okay? And you have the card of Protector. Surround yourself with people who lift you, accept you as you are, believe in your vision and your purpose, and bring out the best in you. Whether this is where you work or in any of your friendship groups or, at home or your intimate partnerships. They accept you as who you are, believe in your vision and purpose. They bring out the best in you. That's a great checklist to have for any kind of a relationship or a company you work for. People that lift you, accept you, believe in your vision and purpose, and bring out the best in you. And if they don't check all those boxes, who's next? Who's next? All right? You guys take really good care. I'm on Facebook every day. I did a preview. I'll put it here. I don't know if I said that or not. For 2023, I would really recommend taking a look at that. It covers the next 3 months. You can get the full video of all the whole year coming up for only $11. And if you want a personal reading, I do those. If you want to take a look at the year ahead, that's only $23. You can get it for yourself or as a gift for someone. I'm on Facebook. I said that. Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, U.S. I premiere a video, and there's a live chat with it. So if you want to drop into the chat and say hi, I would love to see you there. All right? You guys take really good care of yourselves. And I mean that. Take care of yourself. Do the hard work. The reward will come later. All right? Take care.